Now we can move into Kuntres Umayan, page 353, Ma'amar 25, Ma'amar Chavhei, Perek Beis Vehine. And we're going to have a blast. Because now that we established the foundation of Kuntres Umayan so well, and we learned about all the ecosystem of the Sfirot, of the Mazalois, and how creation works, and how Hashem orchestrates the distributions, we even understood now that the reason we need to play a role and participate in the process of earning our livelihood is not because Hashem wants it hard on us. It's because He wants it to be able to reach us the way we are here. It wants it to reach us as human beings, as part of nature of the natural system. We're actually learning in this week's parsha that during the darkness of Choshech, Makat Choshech, the ninth plague, it says that during Makat Choshech, according to the Medrash, there was light for the Jews, and the light would show them where there are valuable objects from the Egyptians in order to get it. Rashi says, "Vayu mechapsim," they were searching. And the Rebbe asks, how come Rashi changes from the Medrash? Medrash says that the light was shifting, guiding them where to go. And Rashi speaks that they had to search for it. So the Rebbe says that Rashi is addressing this phenomena according to pshat level, to literal level, which Rashi establishes that even when Hashem wants to give you something, you need to go and search for it. The Medrash, which is more on the higher dimension, describes it as a miraculous light that was showing them where to go. But according to Rashi, even when Hashem wants to give you treasures, He wants you to go after and search in the dark. And why? Because Torah believes that nature is part of the process. Searching is part of the process. If Hashem wanted to give everything, Hashem would not even bring 10 plagues to begin with. Hashem could get rid of Egypt in a second. The 10 plagues are Lema'an Shisi Oisasai Eile Bekir Boy. That they should know that I'm Hashem. Ulema'an Tesaper Be'oizne Bincho Ben Binchas Asher Salalti B'Mitzrayim. V'idaitem Ki Ani Hashem. I want you to know that I am God. So when Hashem has a treasure for you, and He's showing you, I have a treasure for you. Guess what? I want you to go get the key. I want you to go in the dark. I want you to go. Is it this one? It's not this one. I'm not sure. Your search is part of the process because He wants you to earn it. Otherwise, you would never appreciate it. So that's what we learned till now. So now we understand. V'hinei levushei hateva. Here is calling the garments of nature, which I call this the settings of the natural process of obtaining your earnings. This is what Hashem meant. Which we know that this is what God had in mind. To create a physical world. And Hashem established that the divine light in the world should actually be concealed. Through the lands of the garments and the rules of nature. Hashem decided to hide Himself and to conceal His light through nature. Guess what? But so don't fall for it. Hashem decided to hide in nature. Does nature know that? Does nature tells you that Hashem is hiding behind me? No. So when you encounter nature, you're facing a challenge. At the end of the day, what do the rules of nature do? They're actually hiding on the divine light. So if you're going to go for them, and you're going to start considering them, you're going to end up not seeing the divine. It goes to a point that when you close a deal, when you earn something, what's the instinct reaction. Thank you. יוכל לטעות, a person can make the mistake, ולדמות, and consider, imagine, בעצמו, כאילו חס ושלום, כוחו ועוצם ידו עשה לו את החיל הזה. I just closed the deal. I earned it. I invested right. I bought the right merchandise. I gave the right pitch. I sold the guy. I convinced him.
I killed it.
I made it. I did it. וחוכמתי עמדה לו. It's my wisdom that got me there. שנתחכם בעסק, המיקח והממכר. I got the right product. I went to the right people. I went to the right meeting. שהתנהג על פי הטבע לחקור ולדרוש בכל ענייני הקניות. He properly trained. He probably trained for business, and he learned the school of sales, and he became a champion at negotiating בדרכים היותר נאותים in the most sophisticated ways, לפי דרכי הטבע, according to the rules of nature. So he takes credit. He takes credit for that. Even in the way the sale happened, he takes credit for engaging properly and closing the guy and knowing what to say, etc. This is what led him to make such a big earning, closing such a great deal. The garments of nature, the rules of nature, the sets, the codes of nature for earning, for profit, are really garments and not the thing itself. It's just a vehicle, it's a channel, it's a pipeline. The pipeline is not what makes the flow. It's a channel to get it from point A to point B. כמו שגידול התבויס נמשך על ידי השמש והירח, כמו שכוסו ממגד תבויס שמש, ממגד גרש ירוחים. Even though we see that regarding produce, regarding vegetation, we know that it benefits from the light of the sun and the light of the moon, depending on the products. And they grow because and through the energy that the sun and the moon give to the produce. And at the same time, they're not, to explain this in a very practical way, the sun does not choose to shine on vegetables. The sun doesn't say, this year in Bordeaux, I'm going to shine more sun so the grapes are more ripe, so Levy Djian can sell more wine, to have a better vintage. And in Spain, because the competition is making wine over there, so I'm going to make not good weather, so that the sun has no control. The sun doesn't even know the grapes. The sun doesn't know the humans. The sun doesn't know who's benefiting. It's a spotlight. It's on a timer. It goes on and off. So, what makes produce grow? The sun and the moon. Does the sun and the moon have any control of that? Absolutely not. So, what brings you parnasa? The bakery, the office, the Bitcoin, the stock market, the real estate. Yeah. Who gives you? Okay. What gives you parnasa? Whatever it is. Who gives you parnasa? Hashem. So that's only the vehicle. And therefore, so what's the implication here? What does that mean? They can only do what they were set to do by Hashem himself. That the mazalot, we explained previously that the mazalot, all they call this the constellation system, but I call this the zodiacs. The zodiacs, the mazalot, which is the ecosystem of creation. That's what the ecosystem that Hashem created. And they are only רק כשליח לבד. They've been summoned to do what they're doing. וההשפעה היא ביד הקדוש ברוך הוא, but really the one who provides is הקדוש ברוך הוא, אלא שצריך להתלבש בלבוש ועסק שלהם לבוש הטבע. Remember we spoke about the axe, that the axe or the hammer doesn't build the home. The screws don't build the home. The tools, the tractor did not build the home.
The guns don't kill people.
Don't kill people. לפי זה מובן. So according to this we understand that אין צריכים להאריך בלבוש ויסר מדי. Do not extend, do not stretch too much on the garment. You know what the Rebbe Rashab is promoting? Slim fit garments, like the Frenchies. Don't wear oversized garments. You're ruining it. It doesn't look as good. That's what he's saying. Ein להאריך בלבוש, don't wear such a long garment. כי זה ללא צורך. It's unnecessary, מאחר שלא הלבוש העיקר. כי אם השפעתו יתברך שמשפיע על ידי הלבוש, what Hashem gives to the garment. ואם כן, העיקר הוא, so what's essential, what's the most important part to do, right? What's the most, שיספלל למי שהאושר והנכסים שלו. Pray to the one who is the master, who owns the wealth, and who owns all the goods, all the assets. וישר דרכו בדרך התורה והמצוות. Straighten your path, your ways into the path of Torah and mitzvahs. שיהיה ראוי לברכת Hashem, that you should be fit to receive the blessings of Hashem, והשפעת החסד, and the abundance of kindness from Hashem. Meaning, what does that mean? Create the proper vessel and proper vehicle שיומשך לו קצבת החסד בראש השנה ויום הכיפורים. You want Hashem to allocate to you proper, and how do you do that? על ידי קבלת עול מלכותו יתברך ועל ידי תשובתו האמיתית. Bottom line, no one asked to be born. Why were you born? Not to enjoy. Not to have fun. והיינו שלא בשביל זה שהקדוש ברוך הוא ישפיע לו קצבת החסד שהוקצבה לא יקבל עליו מלכותו. Make no mistake, says Rabbi Djian. You want parnasa? You know what you should do? David well Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur. Well, that's very, very not. It's not a good intention. I'm not doing it for God. I'm doing it for myself. I just know the rules. So he's explaining right here. Don't do it for the bracha. You did not choose to be born. Once you're born to work hard. For what? The answer is La'amoil b'Torah. Ma'yisrael la'adam sheyamoil. It's called Amolei tachas hashamesh, yeah? Ba'amolei shel oilom en Yisrael, aval ba'amolei shel Torah yesh Yisrael. The only purpose, the only reason a person was born and created to toil in what? In Torah. You did not want to be created and be born. You did not choose, but you're here. What for? Hashem wanted you here. For what? To fulfill His will. What should you spend your time and energy on? I'm trying to say, we don't even really have options out there. Because if you think that I was born and created to enjoy, and I'm a kind man, and I'm going to dedicate for my time to help others, and I think that I'm doing the world a favor, comes Torah and tells you, no, you're not meant to be born. Don't do it for the money, but you need money to do it. Don't do it for the kitzvah, but Hashem is going to do it. Do a real teshuvah, do a real acceptance of Hashem's yoke on you. מפני שכן צריך להיות, אז זוהי דף זין. ויהיה חזק בקיום התורה ומצוות כל השנה. He has to be strong in Torah mitzvahs, not only a Yom Kippur Jew, be a Yom Kippur Jew all year. להתפלל תפילה בזמנה. Pray at tefillah on time. ובכוונה, with proper intention and focus. וישאל צרכיו. Ask from Hashem your needs. גם כן, וילמוד תורה בזמנים קבועים. Study Torah in the fixed times. בלי שום מניעות ועיכובים, without any obstacles. ואחר כך, and only after, יעסוק במשא ומתן, do business. You should focus on your Torah and Tefillah and Kabbalah and Tshuva. And then learning Torah on the proper time. And then start to work. ויספיק לו גם מעט זמן על עסק. A little bit of time in business is enough for you to cover all the bills, to pay all your vacation and your wife's jewelry. דמאחר שכבר, why? דמאחר שכבר נקסב לו החסד עליון ונמשך ונתלבש בלבושים שהם הכלים ד10 ספירות דברי יצירה ועשייה. Everything has already been established. The ecosystem is in place. You have already claimed your earnings. And Hashem has already allocated everything. ואינו חסר רק לבוש הטבע של המזלות. You just go to wake up in the morning and go out and get the job done. Go to that meeting. Go shake hands. Meet people. Take a shower. Look nice. Do something. Smell good. Be presentable like something. וכן לבוש הטבע של כלי הפרנסה ואשר על כן היא במעט עסק, with a little bit of involvement in your business, שיעשה יומשך ויתלבש החסד בלבוש העסק ותומשך השפעה. You have it all, you just need to claim it. It's almost like you have the registered mail who came to deliver the package. You were at home, so they left a note and have to go now to USPS and claim your package. Just go and claim your package. What's in there? You earn lottery. והיינו, כאשר האדם הוא ראוי על פי מעשיו בתורה ומצוות, when a person is fit, according to his action, his deeds of Torah, mitzvot, chesed, elyon, he deserves the goodness of that Hashem has for him. הרי אז נמשך החסד מעתיק הקדיש על ידי התעוררות הספירות דאצילות כנעל, במלכות דאצילות, it goes down, when a person earns it, it goes down from חסד דאצילות to מלכות דאצילות, and then it goes down ויורד ונמשך בלבושים דקלים ד10 ספירות דבריאה יצירה עשייה. In the kelim, remember we explained there's the orot and the kelim. הוא מתגשם בלבוש המזלות, והרי הוא נמשך למטה על ידי לבוש העסק. ואז, when you are connected, when you are synced to the divine energy that is allocated to you, once you plug in, once you're synced, boom, you have the connection. You don't need much. ואז, די גם מעט עסק, a little bit of business is enough to close the right deals, and then you go back to learning. אבל אם חס ושלום אינו ראוי להשפעת החסד, if unfortunately his lifestyle is not fit
to receive
and is not synced to the השפעה that comes from above, והיינו כשלא נמצא קצבת החסד למעלה בצילות. So what happened when there is a hole in your pocket, or when there is a leak in the reservoir, in the tank, right?
it doesn't matter.
So you're getting the Hashem gave it to you, but you're not claiming it properly. You don't have the right vessels.
So it doesn't.
והיינו דמי יומא כשלא נמשך השלום קצת החסד בראש השנה כיפור כלל. God forbid, the worst situation is when a person did not even earn it on Rosh Hashanah. But we're talking here, even if someone earned it on Rosh Hashanah but does not do the proper vessel during the week, the year, then he has it, but he's losing it. אפילו נמשך למעלה במלכות דאצילות. הנה, אם אינו נמשך ומצטייר בלבושי בריאה יצירה עשייה. If we're not dragging it down, drawing it down to this world, באופן שיוכל להיות מזה השפעה גשמית, מה מועיל לו ריבוי ההתעסקות? מה זה עוזר? What does it help to be so involved in business? Guess what?
In vain.
שאין חס ושלום המשכת החסד, מה לרחמן ליצלן? You're not getting it from Hashem. So where are you getting it from? Back to the beginning of Kuntres Umayan, from the Achoraim of the Yenikat Achitzoinim. And then what happens, like we said many times, don't look at the profit, look at the P&L. At the end of the day, at the end of the year, the Rebbe said money that is earned not properly will be spent on improper things. So someone once complained to the Rebbe and said, Rebbe, what do you want me to stop to close my shop on Shabbos? This is the only day of the week that I close more sales than the whole week. And the Rebbe says, look at your doctor's bills. The point is it's not how much you make, how much you keep at the end of the day. The point is not how much you work, how much joy and happiness do you have in life. People sometimes earn, and if you learn Shara B'tachon, it does speak about it. Sometimes Hashem gives wealth to a person to punish him. That he's trapped and he's enslaved and he deals with it, it does not get joy and happiness and satisfaction. He's completely trapped and enslaved, and then eventually one day, someone comes and claims it from him, and buys him out or earns it. Right? That's one of the beginning chapters of Kuntres, of Chayvas Alavavis, of Shara Bitachon, sorry. Ve'im Kain, right? Or therapy for the kids, therapy for Shalom Bayis, therapy for that. Or you get tickets on your car for no reason. Right? Or you missed a flight, or you get an extra charge and you can't get the refund. There's so many crazy stories. Why is it? It means there's something, or that money didn't go to tzedakah. It was supposed to go to tzedakah. You're not meant to keep it in your pocket, so you're not giving it out. I'm going to come in and take it from you. What's the most important thing? To be completely devoted to godliness. And when a person is devoted to godliness, to Hashem, and he becomes a receiver of the divine flow of blessings, then what happens? Birkat Hashem hita ashir. The bracha of Hashem is what makes a person wealthy. Gam bim'at esek. Quantity here does not matter. Size doesn't matter. What matters is, are you connected? Are you linked? Did you link your account or not? Otherwise, payments will not go through. To link your account. Alright? קיצור, לבושי הטבע גם שהם על פי סדר של מעלה, הנה הם המעלימים במאויד ובאמס, הם רק לבושים בלבד. The levushim itself are here to conceal on the divine energy. And they are only garments. שאין להאריך בהם. You don't want to have them too long. You want to expand and extend on them. והעיקר הוא האלוקות השופע. וצריך להיות זהיר בתפילה בציבור. עקיבא, בקיצור או בתפילה בציבור? In the text itself it didn't say תפילה במניין.
לא פה. תפילה בציבור.
נכון, אני מדבר פה עכשיו. ובמתינות. ובמתינות.
מילה במילה.
במתינות. במתינות means slowly. לקבוע עיתים לתורה. To fix time for Torah study. Torah on demand. כאשר חס ושלום אינו ראוי, because when חס ושלום a person is not fit, לא יועיל גם ריבוי ההתעסקות. By the way, I know so many stories of people who have Baruch Hashem, and suddenly they have one property they're supposed to sell. They close a deal that a tenant, and he left, and they were supposed to rent, and 3 months went by, they didn't rent it. 3 months went by, and they didn't sell. But then they sold and they made a good deal. Yeah, but the 3 months are exactly the amount you were supposed to give, or the amount you earned when it was not, or the amount you earned when you left the shir earlier, or whatever. But it's so hard to see it. It's so hard to notice it, because it's a vicious cycle. It's a powerful Umayan. We're getting very, very close to the conclusion of Kuntres Umayan. Getting very excited.